All right, hello. How's it going, everybody? If we have any presents, say hi. Say hi in chat. Hello, chat. Hi, chat. If you're a lurker, that's fine. We love our lurkers. Um, all right. So I'm just finishing some setup on my end before I start really streaming. So I'm gonna go ahead and tweet out that I'm live. Right. And then close this. Voice meter, everything looks good. Beautiful. They know I'm going to be live. Perfect. Okay. So let me go ahead and launch World of Tanks. And we'll go from there. Okay, I don't want to use this account because I'm only going to get one tank line. I want two tank lines. I really only recently started. Yeah, let's unlink from our Steam profile, please and thank you. There we go. Okay, log out. Create. Okay, yeah. There we go. We'll do it through... I'll have to set up on like my personal email or something. I just hope it doesn't make me play through the tutorial again. That sucked. Okay. I do need to check like what are the meta vehicles because I know it's technically a different game. Bro. Why is this being difficult? All right, we'll capture a specific window. World of Tanks. There we go. Okay. There we go. Now you guys can see it. Beautiful. Allow access. I'm looking for what are the most meta tanks for me to pick for my free tanks, but I'm not sure. And we're not getting great results. Okay, we'll try this one real quick. I wish this would let me adjust the volume here.
That's the essence of driving. Lawfin.
Hi everyone, it's Quickie Baby and welcome back to World of Tanks. And yesterday we found out that we would be getting the most epic gift in World of Tanks history. And today the patch is out 2.0 for the Asia server. It'll be coming on the EU and NA server on Wednesday. Today's video is going to be focused on exactly how the gifted tech tree branch works, and also to answer possibly the most frequently asked comment in yesterday's YouTube video, which tech trees I would recommend that you should pick as your free tech tree, both if you're a veteran and also if you are a brand new player. So without further ado, let's click claim reward, and then we're filled with a whole different branch that we can be able to select. Now, as this is my personal account on the Asia server that was created previously, I'm only going to be able to pick one branch. And you know what, on the Asia server, I think I gotta go for the IS-7, because then I can also maybe start to go towards the KR-1 one day, right? So, boom, baby.
Oh,
IS-7,
okay.
Claim the reward. I'll get the KV-1S, the IS, the IS-7 as well. It's looking like the vehicles might be elite, but we'll find out about that in a second. And it's as simple as that. Just five vehicles.
Is the IS-7 that good?
Instantly. Now, let's see exactly what they come with. Because I'm a veteran, I'm also going to be getting the 10 million credits, the 15,000 bonds, the 2,500 gold, and 30 days of premium. Now, I also found out that on the Asia server, it's halfway through October that you have to be able to fulfill this. But if I was to create a brand new account, I could unlock another 2 tech trees. Now, I'm not suggesting that you create multiple accounts in World of Tanks to be able to unlock 2 tech trees to try and see if you like the tier 10s, as World of Tanks is best played when you're focusing on an individual account. Says the guy who's got like 2 different accounts on the EU server alone. Okay, so it looks like the IS-7 doesn't come with the KR-1 unlocked. Drat, otherwise everybody would be doing that. Field modifications wise, I don't think I should have access to them because the vehicle won't be elited, and unfortunately field modifications aren't available until you unlock the tier 11 tank in the next patch. But it's really as simple as that. I just got a whole new tech tree for free. And I presume there's nothing stopping me. If I wanted to sell the IS-7, I could sell it for 3 million credits. But why would you want to do that if you could choose any free tech tree, right? So now I'm going to go over the tech trees, starting with the Germination, to give you a helping hand very quickly.
There we go.
Whether I think the tech trees are good inside the game, and which ones I'd recommend for the excellent players, the absolute beginners. Let's get it on. Here we go. Quick tech tree review. So firstly, German artillery. The GWE-100 is this absolute complete mix of the bunch. It's got a good shell trajectory, it's got good alpha damage, it's got an okay rate of fire, and it's got some armor to boot. It's just the generic all-purpose artillery line inside the game. Jagdpanzer E100, I love this branch. I think it's fabulous, especially with the buff to the Jagdtag and the Ferdinand. this thing is actually in a pretty darn good place. The Jagdpanzer 100 has the highest penetration in the game, although can I still say that in World of Tanks 2.0 at 420? Hits for 1,050, it's got armor, and it's also competitive. Great players will do well in this tank. Awful players will do well in this tank because they'll hit 2 shots in a game, and that's above average impact for an awful player. All in all, you really can't go wrong with the biggest tank destroyer in World of Tanks.
See,
Next
I
up,
love that tank. I played in World of Tanks
line,
Blitz.
leading to the Hirschkäfer. Obviously, with this branch having a tier 11, it's a great pick. However, what I will say is the Guerrilla 15 is a tank destroyer that is easy to play terribly, but it's actually quite tricky to play well. It's also, while it's a fun tank and the gun feels amazing, it's not a competitive line. So if you want to be a sniper, go for it. But remember, you're probably still not going to be packing the win ratio that you could be picking if you were to pick a tank destroyer line with more armor. Next up, the line leading towards the Panzer 7. This is a great tank. The Panzer 7 is incredibly underrated and underrepresented inside the game. It's actually one of the best tier 10 heavies for everyone. Great players will be able to make use of its fat armor and its reliable gun, and awful players will be able to make use of its incredible armor. The mouse line leading to the new Taschenratte. This is a very, very good line for somebody who's a little bit crazy. Okay, I mean, it was made by the ultimate crazy person in World War II, when we think about it. The mouse line, fabulous. Been in the game since the beginning and now has a tier 11, the Taschenratte, which I think a lot of people are excited for. Whether the Taschenratte is going to be God tier or not, that remains to be seen. I'm not giving you reviews on all of the tier 11s in today's video. What I will say is that this is not a line for somebody who gets frustrated when they get penetrated. It's easy to play the mouse terribly, but it's very, very high skill cap tank, actually, as to what you can achieve with your...
Love the mouse, dude. I love the mouse.
To be willing to
I played on Blitz too, bro.
that will influence the game.
And it's just crazy. The ramming damage is nuts.
Next up, the E100.
And your armor,
This
you
vehicle,
bounce so many
it's
shots.
a lot easier to play than the mouse, I'd say. All you really have to do is focus on angling your turret and just avoiding getting shot in the lower plate. 2 competitive guns, 128 for your DPM and 150 for those big boy traits. It was my first tier 10 and I still think it's a good pick. E50M line is fabulous. I really like the E50M line.
Alright, we're gonna skip over
really
the
good
rest
for
of these
crazy
tanks.
in the Manticore. But for somebody who wants to still try and focus on damage and also to have the look at the USSR, should you go for the RTs? Very low shell trajectory. If you get good, the Object 261 is actually the best. I mean, keep nerfing this tank. They nerf it, nerf it, nerf it, nerf it, nerf it, and they just can't kill it. Why? Because it's got idiot-proof armor. Just try and, like, bundle your way around in front of your opponents and hope they suck. Its weak point is a lot weaker now, but it's still not a tragedy because it's quite hard to hit. If, again, you keep just driving around like a lunatic and ramming everyone and shooting them, it's a strong line for everyone, the Object 268 version 4, and I still recommend it. The Object 268, this thing got a lot of buffs, and it has fabulous heat pen of 395, really good HE rounds as well, AP rounds, beautiful on this tank. It's just a good all-purpose tank. The only problem with it is it's kind of just trying to be good at everything now. It's kind of a bit of a brawler, bit of a sniper, bit of an accurate everything. It just does everything, but it doesn't do anything amazingly like all of the other tank destroyers. So it's a great all-rounder, but still probably not the pick that I would personally suggest. Next up, the 277. Honestly, I wouldn't pick the 277 when you could pick the IS-7 now, purely because the KR-1's looking like it could be an absolute powerhouse. So, look, don't get me wrong, the 277 is still valid. It's
Ooh, the IS-7. All right, I like the IS-7. I like the sound of that. I really want to get like a TD and a heavy, because those are my 2 favorite kinds of tanks in this game. They really are.
If you're like a bad player up until you're kind of like just on the skirt of being like a good or a great player, you'll do better in the 277. Okay, but then you're kind of like 200 IQ and you're a great player to an incredible player, you'll actually be better than the IS-7 again. Sounds a bit weird, right?
So, how are you?
It's because the IS-7 is kind of like idiot.
The assault's already begun. We need to hurry.
Let's come up with a name for the Sherman as well.
Oh, thank God, I can just skip this.
His name was...
About to play, and they realize that going back to basics and actually ramming and just face-hugging people, you'll do better in an IS-7. So, personally for me, I recommend that you pick the IS-7 instead of the 277. But at the end of the day, you decide which one will work for you. Next up, the Object 705. This thing is a side-scraping behemoth. The only problem with the 705 is its lower plate isn't great. It's not bad, it's not great, and getting shot in the side in this tank, especially the side of the turret, is very frustrating. It can feel like a slow lumbering beast, and it's a bit hit or miss. If you get on a map where side-scraping is useful, and the game goes slow enough for you to be able to use that horrible gun, yeah, big thumbs up for the vehicle. But when you're on those kind of like big open maps that you're sniping or you're needing your gun depression, boy, the tank feels like it sucks. The IS-4 is a dark horse for a pick. This line is actually incredibly easy to play, but also, if you're a great player, you'll be able to do some incredible things with the armor. The gun is also very underrated on the IS-4 with its 340 heat pen, unlike the 705A and the IS-7. And I really like the IS-4. I think this would actually be one of the best picks for people who are brand new to World of Tanks. It will teach you a lot about the mechanics and how to play. And yeah, the IS-4, it's underrated.
I mean, I'm familiar with World of Tanks,
but I still
but
give it a big thumbs up, and it's a very bad choice, especially for brand new players. The ST2, this is a double barrel tank, and anytime you add like a gimmicky mechanic, it makes it more complicated to be able to figure out. Still, the ST2, I think it's a great pick for players who are advanced at World of Tanks. Incredibly underrated for advanced players who know when to use the double. But if you're not going to use the double, don't.
I mean, it's looking like the IS-7 and the
Next up, the 430U
Yagdi Panzer E100.
432U. No, a 10 the tank speed. Honestly,
All right, let's move to the US tree.
Hasn't been giving it very.
Because I'm not playing lights or mediums. Sorry.
Light tank, seen me for it. Tanks, gaming, 100 LT. Up America. Should you get the T90? If you want to have the utterly want to play RT, I wouldn't recommend this one. Next up, T123. This vehicle, it just doesn't give a monkeys. It's got such good frontal armor, and it's probably low-key one of my least favorite tanks to play against, because I just feel like I have to take pain. More often than not, people are going to load the gold and have 375 millimeters of APCR pen and just absolutely crush my will and my desire to play World of Tanks. So if you want to do that, make salty unicorns like me even more salty, then pick a T123. It's a strong vehicle. T124, this was one of my first tier 10 tank destroyers in World of Tanks, and I loved it. Then Wargaming nerfed the living daylight out of it, and then they buffed it again recently. Look, it's not a bad pick. It's basically like a heavy tank where if you load gold or you use the HE well, it can be better. But for most people, you're going to do way worse in this tank than you would do if you just played something like an E100 or a 60 TP. Next up, T125, which is leading to the T803. A great tank, aggressive, all-purpose, a great pick for everyone, from beginner to advanced player. T125 is a solid vehicle, and I think this would get a firm pick from me, considering it's going to lead towards the T803.
Ooh, but here we go, the M5Y line. I love its turret.
M5Y, this one is a bit more funky than the T125. The turret is wonderful when it uses its gun depression, which is, I think, like 12 degrees or something now. Crazy amounts of gun depression on this tank. And the gun, you've got a choice of two competitive guns on the vehicle. The problem with this vehicle is it requires more confidence with the gun, because if you are stopping and you're aiming for too long, the side of the turret is weak and the weak point on top is exposed. So the M5Y, I'd recommend it for an advanced player, and I think for an advanced player, they will actually probably do better for the M5Y if you have really good map knowledge, but 90% of players will do better with the T125. Next up, T57 Heavy. This vehicle, it's a dangerous tank. It's a dangerous tank. Able to deliver 1,600 damage in 6 seconds and then reload quickly to be able to do it again. The problem with the T57 Heavy is that this tank definitely, to make damage, has to take damage. Now, if that's your kind of play style, fair play. For me, it ends up being more frustrating than enjoyable, personally.
Oh, so it's like a medium heavy.
The cheeks on the vehicle are such a vulnerability. And quite often you have to use your team like absolute meat shields to be able to be successful in the tank. So it's
okay.
For somebody who wants to be a push player, but for somebody who wants to see that big fat German heavy tank be an extension of their own hit points. Next up, M48A5 pattern, leading on to the Hacker. It's a solid medium tank. It's definitely below average, I'd say, with performance right now. But it's a good vehicle. If you are interested in the King, like you actually, whatever you want to have big alpha. Now onto the Japanese vehicles. Hori 3, I wouldn't recommend it. With the fact that the gun doesn't have that finesse that might actually return the Hori 3 to. You need to be a good player to make use of its hydropneumatic suspension. Now with the buffs, very underrated. It's just I think it was so bad that a lot think now with the excellent gun depression to be a good player. It's just stuck in with the Type 71. Type 5 heavy. This bit rated. Type 71.
Oh, here we go. I just skipped it. Ignore me.
To make use of its hydropneumatic suspension and the excellent gun depression capabilities of the vehicle. I think it was so bad that Type 5 heavy. This vehicle has been substantially buffed. It now, as you can see, has idiot-proof armor, 310 at the front. You literally can't get penned now by Tier 8 tanks and most Tier 9s. Unless they fire gold, I'm going to pen you. And Tier 10s and Tier 11s, they're going to still struggle if you use the vehicle right. I honestly think that this vehicle is going to be one of the most scary ones of the patch. And it's probably one of the biggest buffs in World of Tanks history. The Type 5 Heavy. Absolute monster, boys and girls. Monster tank now, I feel. A good pick for everyone. Everyone, in my opinion, now. STB1, solid tank, great medium, great rate of fire, great game. But WZ-113 GFT, this is an incredible tank.
Ooh, Type 5 heavy.
Object 268 in my opinion, but it does require you to be an aggressive player. If you're going to sit back and snipe, pick the Object 268. If you want to play a more offensive playstyle where you get stuck in and try to support the heavy tanks, this will do so much better than the Object 268 will, especially in a nice matchup. BZ-75, this is my damage record. All-time damage record is in a BZ-75. I think it's a very, very strong tank, especially for free-to-play players. That's not just because I've done the most damage in my free-to-play. It's because this tank's statistics aren't held up in a premium consumable. Now, don't get me wrong, the premium consumable will still do better on this vehicle. It'll improve its aim time, accuracy, V range, blah, 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 blah. Everything, pretty much. But this it's kind of like this idiot-proof vehicle that just rockets into position and then just keeps chipping away at its opponents with a big gun that can overmatch very well with the standard ammunition with it because it's 152. And now it's leading towards a BZ-79. I really think that this vehicle is very underrated, and I think that it will be a solid pick for people who want to have that flexible fuel-based boosters that you can get on the Tier 11. But don't get me wrong, 90% of people will probably have more fun and do better in an IS-7. 5A, it's a good tank for me. It's got a really good, people think like, oh, DPM 75 for like 9th pen pick in the tank outing team 1 authority kind of damage, big splash, big time. So, and I'm not talking about I'm talking about how fast the shell travels. And so you have to be shooting at stationary targets or have very good skills at predicting where cars are going to be to make the Conqueror gun carriage work. But I recommend you get the ultimate troll in World of Tanks, the FE405. You know what? Why not? Absolute beast of a tank. Biggest alpha inside the game, but very expensive to play well. You can play it with AP shell, sure, and the cheap HE, but I'd still personally recommend going for the big old 1750 Hesh. It's a very bad tank, but it's very good for making you feel like you just won the lottery with its huge RNG slot machine mechanics. Now the Badger, this and the Tortoise. So the Tortoise has been nerfed, the Badger is in a good position, and I don't know really about the Breaker yet. We still got to try and figure out what its top speed is going to be when it's using its ability. The Badger is an absolute brute.
Oh, I missed that Viva Horror 5.
Incredibly underrated in my opinion, for the big old 1750 Hesh. It's a very bad tank, but it's very good for making you feel like you just won the lottery with its huge RNG slot machine mechanics. Now the Badger, this and the Tortoise.
Oh, okay, so it's just bad.
The Badger is in a good position, and I don't know really about the Breaker yet. We still got to try and figure out what its top speed is going to be when it's using its ability. The Badger is an absolute brute. It's a very, very competitive tank. Incredibly underrated in my opinion. You basically just hold down your W key, get on a ridge line, and farm whatever's in front of it. If you can fight one-on-one, you'll win. You've got the DPM and the armor, and you've got good hit points. But if you're fighting multiple opponents, ooh, the Badger starts to feel very stinky. It needs to be...
Starts to feel stinky.
You have to have a good knowledge knowledge of your opponent's weapon capabilities to know how to link your DPM and your alpha damage in between their shots. So I think this is a great pick, especially for new players. A strong tank destroyer line with some really good ones like the Tortoise, although I'll have to see what it's like in its nerfed form, that everybody will enjoy. Maybe some people will find the Breaker a little bit boring. Next up, Super Conqueror. I wouldn't recommend this line anymore. It's not bad, but I think that the can opener is just better in so many ways. And also, considering that the can opener leads to the new Contriver, tier 11, yeah, I would never recommend picking the Super Conqueror. Pick the can opener instead. But here's what I will say, is that the can opener will be much better for good and above players, but for terrible players and average players, you'll probably be better in the Super Conqueror, because you'll get confused by the way that the double mechanic works on the can opener. I recommend the can opener line. I think it's a fabulous line. I think you still want to be a good, above average, or a good player to actually make this thing work compared to other vehicles. But if you are, yeah, it's got to be one of the best heavies in the game. And considering it leads on towards a tier 11, go for it. Have some fun. I also think that the can opener will be nerfed maybe a little bit eventually, but we'll have to see what happens in 2.0. Now, the British mediums, including some of my problem with this line, is that it was this didn't in welded low out of the arm. The Batchat 15558, is this a good self-propelled gun? Yes, I'd say it's the second most competitive after the Object 261, but this one requires extensive knowledge of its stunning capability. So if you can keep your opponent stunned with its 3 shell, I think the Foch B is not played by that many people, and thank goodness, because it's an incredibly toxic tank to have to play against. 2,400 damage in 10 seconds with armor, and now mobility, everything. Foch B, absolute bonkers tank, and is also very good in maneuvers. So yeah, great pick from me. I guess it's just some people might find its playstyle a little bit boring. And
I'll
they
have to
might want
try it.
Get the 50B instead to have a little bit of flexibility and be able to get around and use some gun depression. Also, the 50B can now go for the imbattable. I'd say the 50B is probably the worst tier 10 heavy.
Oh, that's all we need to know. We're not doing that. All right, so we're not getting the Agni pins. We'll do the Foch.
Inside the tech tree for being competitive, but very, very, very good at
I'm
dealing
still
damage.
sold on the
It's a bit like a
IS-7.
weapon.
He hasn't had a heavy,
Horrible because you have
besides the can
weapons
opener,
on,
seen
you
that
let
good.
them down and you need to use them
So
like
we'll see.
shields.
But I'm
But
thinking
man, so much
IS-7 and
damage
Foch
that you
B.
can deal, especially in a loss. And the imbattable, with its ability now to possibly deliver 5 rounds, that could be terrifying. AMX M454, this is still a very good heavy. If you use the 120mm, you barely have to fire gold with this tank. It's an all-round solid pick for everyone. Even though it's been nerfed massively compared to what it was, thank goodness, because it was broken as all hell, you can't go wrong with a 54. No matter what player you are inside World of Tanks, it's a very, very solid vehicle. Now, the Batchat. This is just a fun tank. It's an incredible assassin, and I think the ASXX 305mm round, much 31. Now the E1 are just the problem with the playstyle. This players playing are very but you know what? If you have to just drive check tanks 1-2 or mic check 1-3 or 1-2-3, I forgot how to count. I've been talking for so long. Okay, VZ55. This vehicle is a beast, an absolute beast. And I actually have to triple check. Did Wargaming increase the alpha? They did. They increased the alpha of the... no, they didn't. They didn't. Oh, no, they didn't. Guys, they didn't increase the alpha damage of the autoloader. I thought they were going to. Okay, yeah, I don't... it's so sad to see that the single shotgun on this vehicle is so good. Can you imagine that Wargaming are now basically telling people that you should go for the single shotgun on this tank and you shouldn't go for the autoloader? I think that's really poor tank design. The whole point of this vehicle, in my humble opinion, is that you should use the autoloader. But now Wargaming have buffed the single shotgun. Yeah, I'm actually a little bit annoyed about that, I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't recommend going for the VZ55 because I'm salty. Imagine that Wargaming are telling you to use a single shot gun on a vehicle and not the single shot.
Okay, so not to use it. Got it.
Big, to the low bounce, which is, it's really like being a good tier 10 look at the game. Polish tanks, Błyczkawice. This is a brute of a vehicle. It's very meta. Funnily enough, it is very meta. The current meta is get stuck in and influence the game before the game is lost. And the Błyczkawice, it's a terrible sniper. It'll do so much worse than like a Grilla or a 268 on Malinovka or Prokhorovka. Well, maybe not on Malinovka, because on Malinovka, you just go on the hill and you just farm all the heavies, and you usually win the vast majority of your games if you do that. This is not for the player who is cautious. This is for the bold. It is for the bold. You get stuck in, you destroy girls. Buitskavitsa, it's a really good vehicle, but not for the new players, for the advanced players. 60 TP. Wargaming nerfed this, but it's still a banger. 750 alpha, great armor, 8 degrees of gun depression. My first tank that I got 10,000 damage in, it's a banger. 60 TP is still a great vehicle. And now with the new armor flashlight, I think you'll be able to do some really funky stuff with the 152mm AP shells and overmatching. Beautiful tank, firmly recommend it. CS6, like a 5th, this is through thin breeze and gets a game, bar none. Italian tanks, Minotauro. This is the best tier 10 tank destroyer in the game, bar none. You will be able to achieve your best win ratio, irrelevant if you're a very casual player or an incredible player in the Minotauro. The problem is the vehicle's just a little bit boring, and it feels as if it's a tank destroyer pretending to be a heavy tank. And who would have thought that the best tank destroyer in the game is the one that actually has heavy tank mechanics? Talking about heavy tanks,
Oof. Okay, well,
a vehicle I would recommend. For an advanced player, you will do some good stuff, but I feel like that auto reloader Pitfall will hold so many players back. I wouldn't recommend it for casual players. I wouldn't even recommend it for the average players. But the Rinoceronte, still a solid pick inside World of Tanks. Progetto 65 tank. They nerfed it impact than it was, but if you can dictate the comp speeds, the STRV 103B, the ultimate sniper, now goes up a notch when it becomes the STRV 10712. I still need to have a vibe with the pillbox mode on that tank, but this is a very good line for the STRV for players who either want to be pure snipers, but if you want to play the vehicle well, you have to know when to get stuck in. The STRV 103B for me is not delivering its optimal performance until it has one build with a durability and a turbo and a gun rammer where you go and get on a ridge line and pretend like you're a medium tank without a turret. And what you can do to players when you play like that is staggering. I recommend this line. I think it's good. What is Wargaming doing? Are they kicking me out? Okay, I've got to get this video in quickly. Apparently I'm getting kicked out. STRV, Kranvang, and Udez. Okay, thank goodness. It's just the store that was struggling. So STRV, I do recommend it. I recommend it a lot. Solid vehicle. Next up, let's talk about the Kranvang. This vehicle's receiving micro buffs this patch. It's a very strong tank still, in my opinion. If you're a good player who has good knowledge of the maps and good knowledge of positions, the Kranvang is an absolute beast. The problem with the Kranvang is it has a lot of issues with its gun handling and its durability when it's not using its gun depression on a ridgeline. I really wouldn't recommend this line, but I still do feel that the Kranvang is a very strong vehicle to play if you have good knowledge of positions and you can use that gun depression. And this was a speed run. Did I even take a breath in like the last poison of tech trees inside World
okay,
of
so
Tanks? Hopefully let you know.
all right, so we're looking at here. Let me get back into World of Tanks. I've been tabbed out. All right. So we're looking at getting Minotauro. Apparently, it's the absolute best TD in the game. So we're just going to do it. Because I love TDs. And I haven't played the Italian TDs ever in any iteration of the game. So we'll just do it, yeah. All right, that's one branch. Now we get two. The IS-7. KV-1S, from what I've played in other games, pretty good. The normal IS, I've never played any of these tanks up to this point. But the IS-7 seems awfully good. 150, 140, 55, 250. Well, here's a question. Oh, it has high average damage. 258 pen, 250 pen. So this one's gun is better, but this one's armor is better. Also leads to the, I should be make the responsible choice, and we're just gonna take the one that leads into a tier 11 eventually. Yeah, it is the one I think it is, where it's got the sloped armor here. Okay, yeah. Here we go. Yes, sir. I get free premium vehicles, sure. The Tiger 131, love that tank. IS-2S, I don't know if I've ever seen that. Then we have, I don't know what these are. I'm assuming they're rentals. Sick. Man, give me my phone. I don't want to alt tab. I keep losing frames. 4180. Sweet. All right. I don't know what the stars are, but it's probably the free XP. Yeah, it's the free XP. Okay. A sniper medium tank. Interesting. Interesting. So why is this? Oh, it wants me to buy it. That's why they're advertising it. I see. I don't know what any of this notifications mean. I also don't know what these trophies are for. Is it just like a trophy score we get? Achievement score? Sure. Yeah, I'm not gonna go ratings. Thank you, though. Okay. Gnarly, where's settings? There it is. I don't know what combat intelligence is. Is there a mark all as red button? Bro, okay. Aha, armor flashlight. We love those. Okay. we're done with that, right? Settings. Here we go. Gradual appearance of hidden. What? I'll leave it on. General, do we want to censor words? No. Play on maps with... Okay. So we're just going to go through these real quick. I don't know what dynamic camera is. I'm going to leave that alone. I don't know what server reticle is, so I'm not going to touch it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll leave all those. VSync, yes, yes. Let's just crank that up to 100. Those are fine. Okay, yes, we leave all that. Sound. Master volume, we'll cut this down to like 55. We'll do 60, just to be generous for now. Okay. Thing with armor penetration indicator. Okay, yeah, that looks fine. Armor flashlight. Yeah, we want our armor flashlight. That'll help. We'll do patterned. We'll just do it at 69 opacity and do dense. Sure. Do we need players in it? I'm going to leave it off. I'm going to leave it off. Alt turns everything on. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, I think That should be fine. Okay. Tier 9 E77. Huh, okay. Okay, we got a bunch of guys. Yeah. Where's those timed things we received? I don't know where to find those. I guess I'll worry about that later. Okay, well, we'll do... Oh, they auto-do them. So I only have this for a certain number to... Okay, that makes sense. So let's filter. My vehicles... Heavies and tank destroyers. I wish I could filter it like from tier down, not... Whatever, that's fine. Alright, we'll close that. So just for fun, we will play... How do I change my ammo balance? Yeah, let's just run it. Oh, here we go. We'll do like 20 normal shots, and we'll do like 15 HE. Sure. Alright, let's run it. We'll get a game in, and then we'll switch over to Final Fantasy XIV. I know it took us a while, but I really wanted to get that done. Hey, thank you for the follow, J-Ball. Much appreciated. Why? I don't want to be in warm-up. Put me in... I get special... No, I should. I should do a warm-up. That's fine. I'll be able to play the one match. And then we'll switch over to Final Fantasy for Final Fantasy Wondrous Tales Wednesday. Okay, this might be a little too sensitive. Settings. Controls. Let's just turn that down. There we go, that's better. Much better. Man, it's super loud too. Sound. Alright, let's cut that down even further to like 40. Because that's super loud. It's still loud. There. See, I've played against this tank in console and blitz. It has super strong turret and front plate armor. The rest of its armor, not so good. Bro, why is shift the ADS? He's behind the house. Ah, no damage. I guess I damaged his tracks, though. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn the armor paint up. Because I cannot see it at all. So let's do it. Let's just do it right now. Why not? Okay, well, when we're getting shot. I don't want crosshair. I want the O-shaped 2. Yeah, there we go. That looks good for those. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. I'm just gonna pen his top. No, don't run away. Aw. Even though I've been hit twice, I still haven't taken a ton of damage. Brother. He must be like right. Yeah. There we go. Now things are popping off. Come on. Oh, he's... Figures I miss. Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn the armor flashlight way up because I cannot see it. Alright, you can barely see it. It's there. Yeah, just stay right there, buddy. You missed. Nice try, though. Oh, we hit that front plate. That's good damage right there. Yeah, don't look at me. Look over there. Oh, he's so weak. Yeah, shoot at me. Yeah, don't worry about me. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, what a shot. I don't even know how he pinned me. Yeah, I can't see the armor, so I don't know where to shoot him. This is pretty different from World of Tank consoles and World of Tank Blitz. It's very different. Yeah, get slapped for 400 damage, baby. I like this spot. It feels like a pretty good spot, at least against bots. Darn. Well, we did pretty good. We dealt a lot of damage. We'll take it. You know what? Overall, solid game. Fun tank. Earned credits. We have 6 million. That's crazy. And I spent credits on it. That's funny. Okay. Well, we have done the oh, yeah, let me tweak the settings. I was trying to do that, wasn't I? Sniper reticle. Give me that. Please and thank you. Artillery. That one's fine. Outlining. Yeah, I only want to see what I can pen. I don't want to see the whole tank. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, so fill means I just can't pen it through that, but that means okay. Yeah, we're gonna crank that baby way up because I could not see it at all. Apply all that. Okay. Well, now we're gonna go ahead and switch on over to Final Fantasy 14. So if you would give me just one moment, we'll get you set up on that. See, I added a new face cam on the "We'll be right back" screen. Looks good. Okay. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and switch on over. So I got to quit the game. Good to see you again, chat again, Trojan Mo. Going good. We're having a good stream. We're just switching games real quick. So we could partake of our weekly Wednesday event of Final Fantasy XIV Wondrous Tales Wednesday. So I'm just switching over real quick. All right, I've also let my free company know that we're starting Wondrous Tales Wednesday, and that if anyone wants to join, they may. Why is my monitor flickering like this? HDR will be the end of me, man. What is this doing over here? Okay, alright. This is all sorts of messed up. Why did it move all my tabs? That was weird. Alright. So our tabs have been moved once more. They're all good. Aha, there you go. Now you can see it. Do, 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 do.
I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
Okay. Now let's hope HDR doesn't mess up again. That was weird. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. There we go. It's time. Da na 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 na. To take flight. Do 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 do. Give me a new journal. Yes. Sick nasty. So let's see if anybody from my free company is online. Only read you. Okay. Here, go pick some berries. Ooh, money, money, money. Arg, 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 arg. All right. So let's sell these. Do I have either of these? Braxhead Swamp Monk Pot? What? What is this stuff? We're just gonna sell it. It's selling for 92. Okay, that's not a bad price. So we'll sell it for 91. Okay, this I just need to sell. Okay. Ah, they changed it against. I really wish someone would just buy this. I want my money back. Please, I'm begging. I'm just going to go through and adjust my guild prices real quick. Because I do happen to like to sell things. $4.79, yeah. All right, you're good. Now let's do you. And the dye prices are just dropping. I mean, granted, they shouldn't be as high as they are, but man, they're just dropping fast. Okay, nobody in my free company said hello while being on, so gonna assume there's nobody on. Alright, well. Let's do cruiserweight M4 and light heavyweight M4. We'll just knock those out. So these are Raids, Dawn, Trail. Oh, look at that. That was quick.
This is nothing personal, but I must have your soul.
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring!
There is no limit to Electro's potential.
Props to the black mage who stood in their circle. I forget what it's called. Ley lines? I think it's called ley lines. Probably. I could be wrong.
Electro has many uses. Watch and learn.
I don't want to thunder. I'm tired, boss. I'm tired, boss. I mean, it's a pretty cool fight, honestly. I enjoy this one. Left. Right. Left. Everybody remember that. Left. Right. Left. Oh no, again. Right. Left. Left. Right. Oh, I can't believe those people just walked into that.
If one needs wings, one needs simply make them.
Oh, wickedly divine!
Ow. I messed up my rotation. Whoops. That's less damage, but we'll live. We dodged that one easy peasy. Here we go. Now we can unleash the full rotation. Get all that sweet damage. That right there is a mad lad. Right. Left. Right. Right. Left. Okay, right. Left. Right. Right. Left. Hey. Oh, here we go. Line AoE. Hit us with it. Ow. Come on, guys, do your damage. We've almost got it. GG's, folks. No, my co-tank left. We'll vote the cat boy. Black cat, I'll pass. I already have one, so I can't get one. Yeah, dude, give me all this free gear that equals money. Please and thank you. Ooh, I got 2 comms as well. How nice. Beautiful. Yes. Alright, well that is the first one down. I'm going to double check to see if anyone wanted to get on for my free company at all. Nope, okay. Well, it couldn't hurt to check. So it's looking like it's going to be us. Us and only us. Unless I get a viewer on, which would be cool. To party up. We love doing that. Alright. So let's go ahead and... That was the light heavyweight. So let's now do our cruiserweight. Commence. Oh, you know what? I gotta do my, the weekly alliance raid too. I'll do that last. I'll worry about that later.
Let's begin, shall we?
You know who I am. We eat those.
I wonder if you can keep up.
him.
Now he cleaves.
A stylish evasion, well done.
This is me. This is who I was meant to be. They're my claws. They're my fangs. And I howl at the moon. I know. Cannot go chase me.
Can't you fend off a pack of wolves? Fly true!
My heart to racing.
The earth is mine to command.
Okay, dude. Here, have some damage, buddy.
Not bad. Not bad. We've scarcely begun.
Who I was meant to be. Bear my claws. Bear my fangs.
Bear my biting wings.
At the moon, I know. I see. Cannot go chase me.
How delightful.
If you dare.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
To racing. My battle. Art to blazing. I feel like we're not doing a ton of damage.
You're mine.
That's why we have people just sleeping.
Pack of wolves.
This is who I was meant to be. They're my claws. They're my fang. And I howl at the moon. I know.
The challenger rises again. Can we turn this around?
Try this.
Let's go, damage time, baby. Let's do it, please. I'm begging you guys. Yeah, I was walking into that one. Right here? Yeah, baby. And I howl the moon. I know. Cannot go chase me. Alright, it's the only Vuln stack I had the entire time. I did so well.
It's all over.
I don't even know. I was gonna call my co-tank, but they left. I don't need the glasses, but I want all this stuff. It's good gear to get. Oh, you love to see it. Alright. 3 comms. I'm seeing it. 0 comms. Why? How? What? I didn't do a bad job. I did great. My guy. I don't even know how you managed to 0 comm. Light heavy, cruiser, cruiser. Light heavy, light heavy. Alright, these are all cruiser. That's all light heavy. Okay, good. That's crazy because I did so well. I don't know how I got so few. No comms. I did so well. Oh well. Oh well. Alright, let's take a look at that Wondrous Tales again. Let's see here. We can do Containment Bay and Limitless Blue pretty quick. Was that P? Containment? Yeah, P1, T6. Oops. I'm so used to just pressing to get the enmity skill on that I just auto do it whenever I switch classes, even if I don't have that button. This one, okay. Alright, my cat wants out of my room real quick, so I will be back momentarily. Really, friend? You're gonna complain. Yeah, okay. Alright. Alright, buddy. Here you go. Go on. Get out of here. Alright. So yeah, let's do Containment Bay P. Unsynced real quick, because we could do that fast. And when she does the board tilt thing, it's right then left, right? Something like that? I don't remember. I think it's be right then be left. Yeah, it's me. Why'd I get a Vuln for that?
Tales of revelation.
Oh, here it is.
I would know the weight of your souls.
Like that. There you go, that's the weight of my soul. Oh, okay, you weighed it twice.
Can you bring equilibrium where one does not suffice?
That was quick. Get slain, Primal. Oh, that's why she says the line, will you bring equilibrium? That makes more sense now. I get it. Okay, it's in here somewhere. I'm just not sure where. There it is. Up there. Man, I really need to level up my alchemist so I could repair all those scrolls to make space. I mean, I'll do it later. But I gotta do it. Alright, Limitless Blue. Right there. Not hard, we want extreme. That's the one. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, whale. Let's go. Let's have at it. Have at thee. I hope thee know thy stakes. Come on, Bismarck. Attack me, bro. Why? There we go. I think I deploy it now? Yeah, I did. Oh, look at that. I did good. Dragon Killers. Shi Subame on my Gaishi. Come on, bring on the enemies. Don't mind me, I'm just a Magitech generator doing the Manderville. Okay, Bismarck. Any day now, buddy. Ah, there you are. It's honestly a really cool shot. I do like that shot. This trial is very easy. The one thing I hate about it, though, is it takes so long. I feel like it just takes forever to do anything in this trial. Oh, they ate that. And Riju got off. Okay, that's cool. Oh, ouch. Come on, Bismarck. Let's do it. Worth. We did it. Guys, I'm gonna make Bismarck Subame on my Gaishi. There's just so much time where nothing's happening in that trial. That's the only thing that makes me not like it. I mean, it's a cool trial. But it just takes forever. For no reason. Oh, I have that on a retainer. I think it's this one. It is. All right. Let's see here. Gordius. They can do Gordius. And then these duties. So yeah, I guess we'll just do a quick Gordius run. Aha! I am high enough level. Clear these selections. Let's go back to being synced. Gordius is a raid, I think, right? It is. Okay, this is the Gordius. It's those four. I should be able to get a new weapon, right? I gotta try for the universal tomestones, because that's one of the things I do need for all my tanks is a weapon. What in the world is that? Oh, that's a mount. That's a person. That did not look like a mount. Ain't no way. That was not a mount, bro. That looked like a minion. It was so small. It looked like the Prism Realm that Gojo was sealed in. Gojo Satoru from the hit manga. Jujutsu Kaisen. Yo, let's get that triple fell cleave in there, baby. Oh, the lever. Dum dum da 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 dum dum da 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 dum dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da dum da 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 dum. Get fell cleaved. Get fell cleaved again. Oh, and again. Yeah, baby. Big damage. You love to see that. Bum ba da dum da dum. Let's go. Let me vote you before you leave. Okay. Alright, give big comms, baby. Why is nobody giving away comms anymore? What is going on? This is crazy. I've never played so many duties and received so few comms. That I want. I don't think I want this. Okay, this is all sorts of messed up. Bro, I just did a high level dungeon. Man, oh no, that's a raid. That's right. That's not a dungeon. These are all dungeons. Alright. Well. Whoopsies. Well, let's do an expert roulette, because can't hurt. Oh, what happened? I just dropped in mid-duty. Oh. Someone just DC'd. RIP. Hello, peoples. Everybody? All right. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna have to remember how to do this. Okay. All right, we're in the right spot. Blocked. I love that. Okay. This is a solid run so far in this boss. I don't think anybody's gotten any Vuln stacks.
Oh, you've overburdened the system. No matter, it served its purpose.
Let's go. I'm gonna greed that too.
Next, we visit a prison of sinister repute. I need not
Ooh, a
become
prison. Man, I'm even using defensives. They just deal a lot of damage. Unless maybe I have a piece of broken gear. I seriously doubt I have any broken gear. Unless I just didn't get notified for some reason. Or I missed it. That can happen. Oh, I love this fight.
These are loyal executioners. They shall deal appropriately with criminals. Your sentence is death. How long can you defy it? Criminals may run, but they cannot escape.
Lol, get interrupted, fool. Oh, I didn't see the ones in the back. My bad. That's okay, we'll live. I don't plan on taking any other big hits. Ooh, I almost kept up with the DPS. They just killed themselves. Okay.
Beginning to tire. Good. I bid you continue on.
Yeah, I love that Executioner fight. It's so much fun. Wow, these guys deal a ton of damage. There we go.
Memories from an age rife with death. The desperation will serve well. The enemy is at the gate. To arms, good soldiers. Protect your kingdom.
I want them in a tighter group. Yeah, there we go. How did he get hit? What the? Who hit him with what? Oh, it must have been his own move. I see. I see. That makes sense. It was his AoE move. That makes sense. Okay. Oh, they're playing through the story right now. Where's the flowers? There it is. Recollection, here we go. I hate this boss. This one's not that as fun as the other one. Specifically for the lighting part, and some of its stuff can be a little confusing. Oh, whoops. There we go. Oh, okay, well I walked into that. That's my fault. That was my bad.
The spark of light is dimmed with every blinding flash.
This is the one that cooks me.
Death is everywhere, pillaging the promise of the future.
Ow. I feel like that hurts more every time I get hit by that. Oh, I scuffed that. Oh well. Oh, we took like no damage that time. Player comms. Oh, I'm gonna guess it makes sense. Vanderville, baby. Give me your comms, please and thank you. Please, comms? Yes? Commendations? Commendations for the poll. Please give some commendations for the poll. Please give me at least one. Oh, two! I'll take it. I was expecting all three since I was a fill-in, but hey. We take those. Now, let's see if we got any gear for that. Because that is the highest dungeon, I think. So it's got the second highest gear besides the Alliance raid, I think. I could be wrong. Okay. Update that. Okay, no new gear for me. Oh, none of my gear's broken. Oh well. Boom, gimme, gimme. Sweet. Alright. Now, we got level 50, 60, 90, and then leveling dungeons. Okay, well, let's put this on our retainer. I think it's, is this guy? No, I don't think it is. Yeah, it's not. It's this guy. Here, have some Gobwalker shielding. I don't know where to spend it or how many I need, but I have them. They call me a collector, if you will. Okay. Gunbreaker's good. Dark Knight's good. Ooh. Samurai got an upgrade. So it was the wrist, the ring, wrists, and choker. They're 735. Well, 725. Oh, that's right. I could get rid of my less than 63 vending stuff. Like this one. I could desynth that. And that. I'll just move these back in there. My slaying might end up using that. Slaying's probably going to use this. Because it's got crit on there. Oh, whatever. Ghost Bark Ring Offending. I am currently not using it, so we'll take that apart. Alright, our rings are cleaned up a little bit. Ironworks, we don't need that. Let's see, what else can I desynthesize? I think I hold on to the rest of this stuff. Oh, okay, sure. Augmented Ironworks Choker Offending. That we do not need anymore. Okay, I think the rest is okay. Gloam, Daystar. I either have it on or desynth it, I guess. I don't need this Sky Deep stuff. Wait, it's 95. We'll keep it. Warrior can use that. Okay. Okay, I guess we'll hold on to the rest of this stuff. This we don't need. No, I don't want it. This we also don't need. Alright, there we go. We made a little more space. Okay, sweet. I'll sell all this stuff later. So let's just switch to warrior. Duty finder. We'll queue. Let's do high level dungeons. Because that should give us level 50 and 60. Is there a gear mender over here? No. No, there's not. Why would there be? Oh, are they over here? Augmenter? No. Aha, they're over by the Aetherite crystal. I see, I see. That's funny, they're called a tinker. Alright, everything's repaired. Beautiful. I guess let's just put it up for sale now, since we're waiting. Sell items in my inventory on the market. We'll hold on to our demi materia. 1408. $16.99. 134. Oh wow. 44.99. Let's just do 4400. Talk about timing. Let's go. Oh boy. Easy peasy. Oh, they killed them all. All right. That was nice. The Antrag. Don't open the loot. I don't want it. If I remember correctly, I am not a fan of this dungeon because it takes forever to finish. If I remember correctly, of course. This guy. Hate this guy. There we go. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that fight. I mean, it's kind of cool, but it's just more annoying than anything. Like, maybe if it was like a command you could do rather than having to make sure you destroy the orb over by him, maybe it'd be more fun that way, but as it is, not a fan. Get interrupted, dummy. Come on, flies, die. There we go. Get me out of here, Scoob. Wow, that just ruined my damage. That sucks. That really sucks. Well, what can you do? Bro, it does 0 damage. Why? They just left. I hate when they do that. I'm gonna vote the Reaper, because they seem to know what they're doing a little more than the Machinist. The Machinist, however you want to pronounce it. Machinist. I don't want to look at the cutscene. I just want my comms. Play the left track. I got one. One comm. We'll take it. Good for us, I guess. I already have that one. Okay, this is a sad Wondrous Tales lineup. I have no... I could get one line, maybe. See, this could get... If I get one here, one there, 2 lines. But we're looking for 3, so we're going to try and get it. 1... 2. This needed to be over here. Okay. 1 here. Gives me 1, 2. Right? Oh no, I need 2. I need 2. Well, that sucks. Well, let's do our leveling dungeon then, I guess. Do we do the roulette? Do we risk not getting what we need? No, I'm gonna get I just got a feeling I'm gonna get a low level dungeon. So let's just do the ones we can. And then while we're waiting to do that, let's go to Lenosha and continue our warrior quest line while we're in queue to do our Wondrous Tales journal. Actually, you know what? Since it's free, we could just hit up the gold saucer real quick. That would be good. Travel to the saucer. Yeah, baby. Bum ba da 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 da. Give me them tickets, boy. Okay, well. That sucked. Had promise. This could be... That was a bad one. Well, we got 252. That's not bad. None of those are looking good. What's 19? 30? Okay, yeah, we're not doing that. 9 plus... it can vary. Well, that sucks. Last one was not good. First 2 were okay. We take those. Rangda? I don't know how to pronounce that. Okay, they just went for it. Don't open that treasure chest. Okay, good. Man, I am just pressing all sorts of buttons I am not meaning to press. Ugh. Kias Gutes. Good damage, folks. You love to see it. I've got to use my AoE resource more. I don't do it nearly enough. Up we go. Need hog. Hello, buddy. I'm here to kill you again. My bad. I did not react in time at all. I don't think so, bud. Ow. Nice try, Nidhogg, you missed. Treacherous mortals, that's me. I'm immortal, that makes me treacherous. Let's go. Now we dance. Dancey dance. Dance time. Dance party. Two comms. Let's go. I love seeing those comms pop up, man. Triple triad cards. Sell cards. Yes. I'm experiencing a little screen tearing, so I'm going to turn the frame rate down. So maybe that helps. Yeah, we'll just turn it down for frames. And hopefully that helps with the screen tearing, because I don't think this game has VSync or anything. So that might help? I don't know. Alright. Okay, it's definitely not helping. Okay, so our gold saucer's done. Let's go to Limsa Lominsa. That's the closest I could get, so... I think it was running smoother on 140, unironically. So we'll just switch back to that. Yeah, this is good now. I don't know why I had it so bright. Yeah, we're only at 70 FPS. I mean, to be fair, we are in Limsa, where the most people are. Alright, anyway. We need a key for a high-level dungeon and then field training. We'll just continue the warrior quest, I guess. Nope, not you. Aha, here he is. Hey, buddy. Oh, okay. Well, then that's easy. Said outer Lenosha, right? Bet, let's do it. Figures that it's now stuttering now that I've messed with the frame rate. I mean, I suppose it makes sense. But it's still annoying. There we go. Come on. Over here, boys. I didn't want to fight you too, bro. Okay, well. Dorgano, I don't know about that, buddy. Oh, here we go. Taking a walk. Oh, jeez. She's at his throat. Oh my gosh. What do you mean take me to the Zeem step? You'd what? Huh? She's a weird one. A little weird. But that's okay. We like weird people around here. Broken Mountain, I think I know what it is. I think Bros in Love. Okay, well, in any case, I think we're gonna go ahead and we will pause there. We'll go ahead and end stream. I thank you guys for joining. If you're watching and you haven't dropped a follow, please do. I appreciate it. It helps my channel. And also, it'll let you know when I'm live next if you have notifications on. So if you want to drop in next stream, that would be appreciated. Next stream is going to be on next Monday. I do stream every Monday through Wednesday, roughly 4:45 to 7:45. You can see my schedule on my profile. It's a rough estimate of when I should be live. What I like to do at the end of streams is I like to go ahead and raid another channel. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me find one. Let's go. Viewers, low to high. Here we go. Start raid. Okay. again, thank you for joining stream. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, night, whatever it is. And hopefully get to see you guys on the next stream.